Oh, hello. I'm Carl Hooker, Director of Instructional Technology for Eanes ISD. I know you're pretty excited about the iPads, but before we hand them out, let's go over a few ground rules. Many of you have been in the district since kindergarten. You know what's acceptable and what's not acceptable. That said, please review the Acceptable Use Guidelines, or AUG, as it's updated yearly. All the policies in the AUG apply to the iPad, as well as all the policies in the Student Code of Conduct. If you'd like to review the AUG online, simply go to the Westlake High School website, whsshaps.com, scroll down to the Wi-Fi button, click on the tutorials link, and you'll see a link for the Acceptable Use Guidelines there. On the back of the iPad, you'll notice that it's been laser etched, not only with an Eanes ISD logo, but also a barcode that ties the iPad to your account. This is actually our biggest theft deterrent. It can't be written over with a Sharpie, and it would be completely damage the back of the iPad if you were to try to scrape it off with something like a wire brush. If you haven't been prompted to yet, you'll have to go in and set up some sort of passcode on your iPad. This is located in the General Settings button. This can either be a word or a 4-digit number that locks your iPad and prevents others from getting into it, specifically your home folder and your email. If your iPad's been lost or stolen, please report it immediately, because they can actually be remotely shut down and locked. The iPad is a very personal device. For that reason, we encourage you to use it and care for it as it's your own. You can personalize your iPad by changing the wallpaper, putting your music on it, appropriate of course. You may also load photos and videos. Again, make sure that these all comply with the Acceptable Use Guidelines. One of the things that we'd ask you not to personalize is the name of the iPad. When you first sync your iPad, you may be prompted to change the name of it. Please continue to leave the name as the serial number that is posted on the back of the iPad. This links the iPad to you and your account, and is the only way that we can provision apps to you from the school district funds. As with anything of personal value, we ask that you please do not leave your iPad unattended. As you've read in the Wi-Fi pilot guide, unattended iPads will be turned in to the soon-to-be-named Genius Bar, which is located in the WHS Research Center Library. We also ask that you please do not leave your iPad in your car. The temperature threshold triggers at 113 degrees. Anything past that temperature could damage the internal components. In Texas heat, you know that your car's internal temperature can actually get over 130 degrees fairly quickly. That's hot. We ask that you keep your iPad covered at all times. We have supplied you with a Westlake cover. However, if you'd like to buy your own, please make sure you turn in the Westlake cover to the Genius Bar and show them that you have your own cover. When cleaning your iPad, please use a microfiber cloth, tissue, or even a dry sleeve of your shirt to clean the front. Do not use liquid or liquid cleaner to clean the front of your iPad. You of course will need an iTunes account in order to get apps for your iPad. You're encouraged and allowed to put your personal iTunes account on these. If you don't have an iTunes account and don't want to associate one with a credit card, you can follow the directions located on the Wi-Fi page on the WHS SHAP site under Tutorials. In there you'll see a section on how to create an iTunes account without a credit card. Follow those steps and you'll be all set. The district has purchased or will purchase a majority of the apps that you'll need for class. These apps will be available in our version of the Eanes App Store called Self-Service. Once you've set up your iTunes account on the iPad, go into the Self-Service app and redeem the apps that we have purchased for you. Among those apps you'll see right away are Keynote, iMovie, Pages, Numbers, GarageBand, AudioNote, a couple of different math apps, and an app called WebDAV Nav Plus, which is an app that actually allows you to get into your home folder and the student share drive. Any apps that you want to buy on your own, you'll need to set up your own purchasing for that, either via a credit card or an iTunes gift card. You all have already received an optional insurance form. If you'd like to have insurance for your iPad, please pay that no later than Friday, September 2nd to make sure that you're covered for this year. If you'd elect not to have any coverage, all loss and damage is paid for by you and your personal insurance. You can pay for insurance via credit card through RevTrack or by check through the school secretary, Judy Irvin. We hope you've enjoyed this tutorial, and we hope that you enjoy the iPads this year. If you have any questions, your presenters are here to help you answer those. Thank you and have a great day.